Angelus Gaming. Kenchus here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the video. Alright guys, last time we were here, we were working on the bridge, which at this moment in time, I've actually managed to finish off the actual overside of the bridge, you know, the actual road of the bridge. But then I ran out of materials here at the main base, so I thought I'd do some redesign. But you know, utilising the fact that with this new pack, you know, this this Apex pack, oh, it should appear here. Why aren't you showing? Ah, it was here. Anyway, the Apex pack, which came out just a few days ago, introduces new weather systems, and sandstorm seems to be incredibly frequent here on Pertam. So I'm going to have to create a way. Oh, excuse me. Still not over this cough, but God's grace, I'm getting better. But anyway, I'm going to have to create a way of being able to enclose everything. So pretty much like having a base in space. But at this moment in time, I've not been able to complete all of that. I've had to get rid of the manufacturing plant, which was here. Let me turn on the lights. As you can see, I've created this big pathway between the refinery building and our new enclosure for our trailers. So if I go in here, you can see all of our trailers are nicely hooked up. We've got some lighting in here. Oops, wrong button. But as you can see, it's reasonable enough that we can actually see what's going on here. And these things here, the dashed lines, these are actually part of a pack called Rebels Gates. So if I go... No, I don't have them there. I'll have to bring them back in. Yeah, extra large hangar gate. We are talking about a gate. I have to try and get it out in the distance there, which is kind of big. I mean, it's like I think it's like 8 high and 3 wide, and I think it's 1 deep. So yeah, you've got several of those going across the bay there. Now the pack does introduce also much bigger gates than that. I mean, the giant hangar gate is simply that. It is freaking huge. I think it's something like, all in all, it's something like 13 high. It's something like 3 deep, and I can't remember all the dimensions. I think it's like 7 wide or something. I could be wrong on that. But the point still stands, though, is I wanted something that we could use to create this gate effect. I haven't finished, actually. You know, I really do need to actually introduce like a button system. Where would they be? Down here somewhere. Gonna have to find them whilst it all loads in. I don't know why it does this every single time I load the game. Rules. Maybe it's further up. Maybe I've missed it. I mean, by now I really ought to know where everything is, but unfortunately I don't. I mean, I've been playing this game for how many years? ... Answers on postcard. And yeah. 1 button terminal. Where is it? No, that's not it. It's a control panel. Oh, why is everything taking a moment? No, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I want... Yeah, that'd be the jobby. Oh, interior plate. So much going on at the moment. My machine is lagging behind slightly. I do have sort of an idea of what's going on. Got that going on in the background. Let's get rid of that. Okay. It's probably going to take even more resources now just to shut it down. Should have been prepared for that. Alright. If you, oh yeah, also got some crates in here. to make it look a bit more official. I've moved, as you can see, I've moved the assembler over here, so it's all nicely in place. Oh, come on. There we go. And then, as you can see, we've got the sifter sitting there. So it's all taken out of this building. Yeah, all of this is going to move eventually into its new home. We're going to move things around. The helicopter, we're going to have to make a helipad at some point. The greenhouse is going to go. Everything's got to go into this new structure, because I really want to sort of streamline this entire building here. Now, I was around here for a reason, which was interior plate. So let's go in there. Yeah, at one point I was almost running out of materials whilst trying to sort all of this out. Oh, that's the other thing as well. If I just use the jetpack for a second. As you can see here with the drills, we've got the new Type 2 drills. We've got the Type 1 in the middle and on the edge here. Oh, I did in that one. Actually, I was in the right one for that. There it is. Run! Okay, let's get the correct patterning in. Probably have to run after it again. There we go. Just check I've got all of them. I was doing all this, the previous day. Actually, whilst I was watching the latest part of season 2 of Wednesday. Not as good as season 1, if you ask me, but had some good moments. Anyway, so yeah. Back to where we were. We were going to put in these. So I think I'm going to slap one there, and one there. Kind of figure out a way of doing it on the outside as well. Right. So I think I'm going to need a different panel for what I'm about to do next. Yeah, this will work. Not connected to any ship. What? Well, that's a lie. Okay, you have entered the zone where normal things don't happen at all. There we go. That one worked. Okay, so we just put in extra. We got all the gates there. You can see it took me a while to get this sort of thing. So SC1. We'll put in XL gate trailers. So we know that's 4. I'll sort out naming conventions of everything later on. So XL. Oh, we want groups for that one. Sorry, my bad. We want open, close. There we go. Open, close. So if I can just hit that now. This raises up, it moves in line. That is so cool. There we go. We're sealed in. Except for this section here, which needs some work. And I've missed this on the top here. when I was colouring these things, I must have knocked the that bit there.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
This one here is going to have to be one of these peculiar blocks. Slope transition base mirrored. Let's try. That's not the one I want either. I think I'm going to have a look through, find the what droid I'm looking for when it decides to load the rest of it in. Nope. I think there is one, is there, that just goes from that up to, say, about halfway point and then across. Because what I really just want to do is just go something like that. And here. No, that's the wrong one. Maybe I'm just going to have to live with that coming in at an angle like that. I suppose that could work for now. I mean, after all, this might not be here. This might be moved. I'm umming and ahhing. Oh, I do love that. So yeah. So we've got our hangar. We can get through here to it as well. So let's get outside. Just watch how this opens up. I think on this side it's nothing special except for that bit there. I just love how they sort of fold down at the end, create this nice area that we can just walk over. Okay, so that's that bit sorted out. Not happy with this corner though, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers, can they? When they're trying to create, because there isn't much I can do that sort of uses this sort of narrow stuff and then sort of comes in. And yeah, that's the other thing now.
Fuel critical.
Haven't sorted out my tanks yet, so might be the next thing to do. But yeah, when it comes to the building, I will sort that out eventually. I'll figure out a way of manipulating everything to the way that we want it. Okay, so if I just go in there, go inventory, go... If I go tank... Oh no, actually you want to do it in this one, don't I? Come on, come on. You got this. There we go. Sling. Right, so now I've got tons of hydrogen. I think the next thing to do is starting the process of creating the transition between there and there. Now, the only way I can think of doing this is I'm going to have to probably create a wall coming down here, and then it meets on this wall here, and then maybe have a walkway through here, so that we can actually get to around the outside here. And then this edge here, I think we're just going to have to sort of bring it up to somewhere on the trailer bays, loading bays, which means we might have to lose some of this neon. Why have I got two different colours of concrete all of a sudden? Okay, this is bizarre. Oh, that one. That one. This is getting ridiculous now. I keep on accidentally defaulting my entire palette grid. There's no way of like, yeah, when I'm sort of trying to click on something and then I click on OK, for some reason it thinks I'm clicking on default. That really ought to be here or something because it's in the way, in my opinion. Now I've got to figure out a way of being able to redo all of this concrete. I think it's going to have to be an off-camera thing because that is going to take me forever to dig through that. Yeah, because we need it to so that it encompasses this stairwell, because this stairwell is important. At the moment, that's important to be able to get to there. I think if we move this gantry in here, I think that would make things a little easier. Later on. I'm going to get rid of that as well. Yeah. And that way, what we can then have, we could have like maybe some pipe work coming along here or something. So something's going on.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Because, yeah, that's going to have to stay like that because of that gate.
Inventory full.
Let's add in the... Oops. Let's add in these while we're at it. Just as a securing mechanism. Double railings across here. Okay, and then into the next bay.
Inventory
Oh, I missed
full.
one. Oh well. Wrong colour. Yeah, you guys are right when you're saying I really do love creating stuff in this game. I mean, it just gives you so many options. The ability to create a fully functioning base is just... I don't know many games that should actually allow you this amount of flexibility. Let's get that like that. There we go. Okay, so that leaves that pathway nicely. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Put that in there. So this is closer by, which means a lot of this stuff is now... what's the word I'm looking for?
Inventory full. Inventory
It's now
full.
extra. Actually, I need to redo that one because of the fact that it needs to be a corner now. Because if we're going to get rid of a lot of this...
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Um,
Inventory full. Inventory full.
as excess, because we need to streamline a lot of it, don't we?
Inventory full.
Because I'm even thinking that stairwell, we might need to move up. Maybe closer to the trailer hangar.
Inventory full.
Just to be able to...
Inventory full. Inventory full.
right, just leave it like that. So I left that one as a stone stairwell. Yeah, because actually, if I was to move this stairwell over here, that would give us a lot more playing area here to do other things with. So...
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
yeah.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Bit more.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay, so that's brought it to there. Working on that as a basis for what we're doing next. Let's bring all of this forward. Why can't I put that there? Well, there's definitely nothing there.
Inventory full.
Sometimes this stuff gets in the way. Oh,
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
hold on. It says I need steel. Oh, that's why. I literally don't have any. Alright. Dig some of this out. Use that as a... So I'm utilising the build and repair system to my own ends. Okay, so I'm going to have to work this out then. Let's get rid of this. So I am going to need to add in blocks in here as well. Oops. Hopefully that'll get picked up eventually. Okay. So we now got where everything should be. So if we now dig this out, that's going to be for... Where's the stairs? That one there. So that's going to be for the first set of stairs. So let's change our texture. Right, that does that. Does mean a lot of backwards and forwardsing with big old spider. Why can't I attack it? Weird. Alright, that's going to be our second set of stairs. It's weird that it didn't let me defeat it, but there's always been a bit of a glitch in the game when it comes to the wildlife. Anyway,
Inventory full.
it's like 1 minute you can attack them, next minute you can't. It's like, yeah, come on, make up your minds. Right. I think this is where I'm just going to ditch a load of stuff, just to be able to save our eardrums for a minute.
Energy low.
And it would be now I run out of energy, isn't it? Always the way. I'm in the middle of something. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you can't complete this task. Yeah, you're running out of energy. You're running out of food or something like that.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright, there we go. Now, this great big bit of wall, we can get rid of that in a minute. Well, I suppose in a way, actually, that sort of worked out okay for us for now, so... Oh, construction components. Alright, let's grab some energy before systems start shutting down. Need to get some food as well. Criminally. Unknown signals, by the by, they do have things like seeds and stuff in them. So at some point we are going to have to go after them and grab what we can out of them. But I think sorting out this base redesign just so that we can survive.
Inventory full. Health low. Health critical.
Base got the rest of the raw meat, which is again something else that we could use as a food source. Right, let's go and heal up, because if I get attacked again, I will, and I die, I will lose all my buffs. Which is what, Shift B? There you go. That's all my buffs as they are at the moment. I'm not sure whether that's like a max or something, because I haven't actually seen that move in a long time. So, and I've done probably a few more hours worth of gameplay between the last episode and this one. Yeah, working on some of this stuff that I'm doing at the moment. Okay, so that is that bit. I know we're probably going to need all this later on, but I think for now the easiest thing to do is do the housekeeping now, get that out of the way. 364, and then once we've got the everything where we want it, as we want it, how we want it, who we want it, we can then figure out what we do from there. See, simplest way I think of doing it. The great thing is we're not losing resources unless I do something stupid like maybe grind the steel plate where it is at the moment.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Which basically turns it into scrap metal. Yes, we know.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright, there we go. So we now got this huge area. Okay, so we just need to, like I said, we just need to do that little bit of housekeeping and then we can move on. Alright. And there we go. There we have it. That's the housekeeping side of things done. We've moved the stairwell over here. It looks a bit more sexier than it was having it this huge amount of concrete in the completely the wrong place. So that now means we can now create the wall that we were talking about. Now to do that, I think what I'm going to have to do is bring it along the side here. So if we go back to our concrete color and texture, we'll jump over here. There we go. That's got all of that underground. Right. Not sure why I did that in the middle of nowhere. There we go. That's doing that per se. It'd be nice if I could just do like that and then have like another block on top, like that way around, if you will, on top of it there, but can't do that. It's probably about the only limitation that we've got. So I think if we just have our dark texture and the neon, and then just have that like sort of thing, I think that should be fine. Gonna have to rearrange that. So I think for that, again, we're going to use our corridor, our round one. Yeah, we'll have one with a light section in there. Oh, I need interior plate. Okay. I don't have any, apparently. I think I left it in the same place I probably left my brain. In bed. There we go. Just grab a load. Alright, jokes aside, that can go there. And then that wall just continues on down here. Which also means we no longer need
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
those sections there.
Inventory full.
It also means the same down the side here anyway. I know we just put them in, but it's part of the design process. Let's just call it that. It was part of the design process. Okay. So I think these are going to move inside. Let's just do those while we're here. Airlock measure 0G construction site, although it is. No, it's Fairburns Pine, and no, it's not one. I mean, technically, though, that should be outside. So I don't know. We'll figure that one out later on, I guess. When it comes to decorations and the odd bits and pieces here and there. But I think as for now, we bring that back here and then end that in, for now, a corridor. We may actually come back to that at a later point and turn that into something else. Now, $10 billion question is, how tall do I want to make this? I'm gonna say for this, I want to probably have this as the top level, and then it coming out this way. So I'm thinking, again, like the corridor, we'll use the passage, but in this case we want passage 2 side. So we're going to, well, no, actually, let's just use passage 2 as it stands at the moment. Or do we just use passage? Like we did with inside of the land shark, we could create like the idea of a higher ceiling, sort of coming out sort of this way. But then again, I want to also maintain maybe something like that for and then
Energy low.
where are we? Then for the rest of the corridor coming down, yeah. So we've got this sort of like what looks like a taller ceiling here, and then we'll have more of a boxed in section here with like the all of this exposed.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
So I suppose even these we can
Inventory full.
turn them around. So let's go to our corner piece. Yeah. Gold texture. Basically to do that. Oops. Didn't mean to do that there.
Critical.
Trying to get this finished off as quickly as I can so I can go and get the energy that apparently I need. So put that in there, T-piece in there. That bit's done there, so I just need to... What do I need to do? I need to go back to the straight and then just polish this off. Yeah, there we go. So that's all good all the way down there. All right. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. My bad. Straight bit in there. There we go. Got that corner. Got that corner. Let's go like that. It goes like that. Where is it? Find the entrance. Oh, that was close. 2% on the energy. 2%. Grab a bit of nosh. This kelp stuff's making like crazy. So what we got so far? I think we got a good idea started here. Yeah. So, if necessary, we could turn this area into an airlock. I think so far we've got a good idea here. I suppose we could, if we brought this down that side there, close this corridor in, I think that would be great. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to have to do just to work this out is put in the concrete here. To give me an idea of where my walls are going to go. What the heck? According to this, they're buried in the sand. Because that's where this leads out to. Okay, I suppose I'm going to have to do what I did with the gates and drill some of this section out, just so that I can, well, A, complete the wall and see the wall as well. It's a shame I can't do much about that. You need to like smooth that so that it's a nice gradient. This is where we have to start playing with this idea. Have I run out again? Yes, I have. Oops. I had a feeling I might actually damage the wall there.
Inventory full.
I really should have thought that one through a little better. But that's giving us that nice concrete floor all the way across here now. I've run out again.
Inventory full.
Yeah, Rob and Peter to feed Paul. There we go. So that's given us our wall section here. Not sure what we're going to do with this bit yet. Maybe this is where we're going to put all our storage, all our cargo and all that. I have no idea. Putting another passage with light there. So putting the correct texture even in there. There we go. So we now know that that is going to be where all of this is going to meet up. Okay. Now, for the sake of all of this, let's get rid of some excess and get ourselves some more. There we go. Take a few, use a few. We got a lot. Okay, so as I said, gonna have to lose a bit of neon. To get our wall in place. I think we're going to find that what this is going to allow us to do, now that we've got to this sort of extent, is we can now, not only can we walk here, but we can now figure out what we're going to do. And I think try and maintain a lot of this structure as an independent structure is what I'm thinking here. So if we were to do maybe something like this, have like these square bottomed triangular corners like there, and well, obviously going to be about here. This is going to be a case now of like playing with a lot of this this structure. get that one in there. There we go. And then we can just sort of build across with where is it? These light armor slopes. So it creates a bit more of an interesting like roofing pattern, rather than just a plain old box like structure. There we go. We are going to obviously have to finish off this side because, well, can't exactly build somewhere where there's nothing, can we? I'll probably put some windows in here at some point, figure out where I want them, how I want them, what type I want for them, all that sort of lovely jubbly stuff. Let's get in there. There we go. Oh, run out again.
Inventory full.
Alright. But as you can see now, we are now getting to the point of getting a structure that is more self-enclosed. We are going to have to figure out a way of circulating air. We're going to have to create an airlock and all of that sort of thing, which we're going to need to be able to survive. And get access in and out of the building as well. Probably need maybe 2 or 3 airlocks for this because, well, if we think about it, it's going to be a case of we're going to need maybe 1 over there. We're going to probably need 1 over there. We're going to need 1 up here somewhere for the helipad, you know. Okay, so getting in all this basic right, I think this time around I'm just gonna nip to the cargo container and just nick from that. You get it in the right position, you can do quite a bit without messing up, but as you can see, I've yet to master it. I'll get rid of that in a bit later on. Do a bit tidy up. There's also 1 on the inside there as well. But that's now got
Energy critical.
That's now got our roof basically done. Let's get this energy out of the way. Come on, thank you. Oh, run into the fish tank. So yeah, we've got this amazing structure. I might want to blend that bit better somehow. That doesn't really appeal to my artistic styling. Like that one there. I think I could get away with maybe Yeah, if I do something like this, go a light one there.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory
Right.
full.
Let's get rid of this neon.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
As much as the neon is awesome, we're not going to need that now. Right, and let's just... I want dark texture. Right, there we go. So that makes that a little bit more interesting. Then we've got this incredible vaulted ceiling. I say vaulted, that's not entirely true. Actually, we could do something like that. Then maybe have some like pillars across the middle here. Oh yeah, that would look good.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Let's get rid of all of this.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Because let's be frank, this is now just in the way.
Inventory full.
Okay. Yeah. Now how do I get around that corner? I think what I'm going to have to do is if I do something like that, get rid of those two. I'm sure there's got to be something in here I can use. Nope. Definitely not. No. Right, that would go in there. That would go in there. Oh, yeah! Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. I mean, I could even argue the toss of bringing that into a corner there. Or I could just leave it and just have that as like a thing. I mean, you know, I could like maybe put some lighting on there or something, you know, to you know, like in a restaurant or something. You know, like some of those fancy big restaurants. You know, they have like these. Yeah. Okay. No, that's not entirely what I had in mind. It's the right basic idea, but not quite. Not quite. Because I really wanted it to sort of come into the room more.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Right. If I go... No, it's not that one. Yeah, so if I go like that there, and then have it like that. That's the idea I want. And then... That's going to be different there. Because if I continue with what I'm thinking I bring that there. Oh god, that isn't going to work either, is it? There's got to be a way of doing this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Bingo. There it is. I knew I saw a part that would work
Inventory full.
to allow this sort of idea. Yeah. Because then that could go in there. And that's going to be... no. Right idea. Sort of. Perfect. There we go. So then it's like having these tips sort of merge either way. Okay. So you guys can see where I'm going with this now. I'm not entirely sure exactly how it's going to work out on the other end, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Probably be easier to do this while in flight.
Inventory full.
Okay, that'll do for now. Okay. This is going to be fun. Because I can't exactly... So if I have that block there, that's going to be in the way a bit. Let's think. How are we going to do this? So that would go there. Normally, that would go there. Let's just build this to begin with, as we would be building it if it was just a full box room, yeah? Hold on. Wrong bit. Because that is the extent of that. And then here we're going to have as you probably guess, I'm running out of materials, hence why it sounds like my refineries are going off and on, off and on, off and on. And after all, I'm using a ton of sheet steel here. Okay, so that's gone all the way around there. Save for that bit there, which obviously I can't get to because of the stairwell. Actually, yeah, I could probably throw that in there anyway, just to create the illusion of it. because there would be that bit there and the same over there. I mean, as it stands, that stone mine, last time I checked, it was only about 20% of the way down. So we got quite a bit of distance for it to go to actually retrieve
Energy low.
usable material as it stands at the moment. Oh, I'm out of... As it stands, I'm out of sheet steel as well, so I might have to rob from Peter to feed Paul. Grab from here.
Inventory full.
This is one of the things I do love about this. You just carve a huge section in the wall and not have to worry about it falling into my head or something. I've got to a point where I was... where was it? There it is. That side. It was that side. It's only just in here. How can I forget that? Right. So as far as I can see, that is now fully done there. Right. Now in here, we need to throw in our corner bit there. And then obviously...
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
we now want to
Inventory full.
do something like that. I mean, I suppose we could leave that as is and sort of make a featurette out of it. I mean, after all, yeah, you got this huge grand room with a staircase at the end, which could argue the reason why that's cut out is because of the fact that where it is. Oh, that dear. I tell you what, this room has come out better than I ever hoped. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, I think now we do need to throw in some lighting because this room is like well dark. Actually, let's throw in some. What can we do here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. Go back outside.
Inventory full.
We could throw in some 3x3s.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
And then maybe leave in like a section in between where we can put in like a pillar. Oh. Or should we put in 2? No. No. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, we'll just have it like this. One more.
Inventory full.
Gee, why is my inventory full anyway? Oh, right. Got a load of that I don't need. back a bit. Probably one more. Ah! Oh, sounds like we got some thunder and lightning. Yeah, could probably get a 2x3 in here.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, that's going to look great. Okay. Okay, so next thing we're going to need is we're going to need that one there. I'm also going to take the vertical window as well, because there's this trick I learned in, oh gosh, which campaign was it? I forget. I think was it Frostbite? I'm not sure. Where what they did was they put these in like this. It sounds like a sandstorm out there, actually. Out here, sorry. Okay, struck by debris. Okay, now let's hurry up and get in. Not as likely to get struck by debris in here. Okay, and then what we can then do is... which way around do we want it? That way around. Nope. We want the 2x3 inverted. Why didn't you allow me to put that in? Alright. What we can then do is we can sort of cheat slightly. We can sort of make this like the bit it clips into, if you will. Go back to 5. What? Oh, you twonk. I need girders, don't I? Oh, radiation? Oh, exposure level's getting pretty high. Alright. Gonna have to go see myself in.
Energy low.
Why aren't you pressurizing? Oh, I had this problem before.
Health low.
Damn it!
Health critical.
Done.
Low health.
Okay, so there does seem to be an issue when it does come to
Energy low.
mods and okay, so if there's no problem, why the hell is this not pressurizing? Exposure levels going up again. Okay, Last time I did this, I had to save the game, reload the game, just be able to solve this issue, which is an absolute pain. Really is a pain. As you just saw, I've got no leaks. No problems at all. So why isn't it filling? ... Everything's connected. Why isn't it filling? ... Again, I think it's to do with a lot of the mods that I'm using. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to be brutally honest and say, okay, what mods am I using? What mods am I not using? It might mean that I might have to do a lot of off-camera work to figure that out. Until things are fixed. I mean, after all, we've only just got Apex. What's it now? Been less than a week, and yeah, these sort of problems are expected. It's like build vision, I think it's, or build planner, or I can't remember which one it is. Something like that. I think it's build vision. Is coming up with error messages. Lord knows why. Shouldn't, theoretically, but because of the fact of where things are and all that sort of thing, yeah, could be a problem. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go away, figure that out. Shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff on the workshop which is Apex ready, so might mean I need to look through all of that. Come on, game, relaunch. I know I'm running a potato, but there we go. Vent sorted itself out. Exposure levels coming down. Electric storm. Okay, what about the fact that we got radiation? Let's see if I can get my gear back in the meantime. Which, incidentally, actually, saying that, with all that going on, I now have no active buffs, which means I'm slower in everything, movement, everything. So, okay, let's start with the kelp stuff. Just move it, would you? Thank you. No, I didn't ask you to do that. Bugger off. Okay, this is going to be tedious. It's going to it's getting me to move everything manually between locations, which is an absolute ache. Could have used a medikit. Oh, clean cola's now food. Alright. So we'll grab one of those, we'll grab one of those, we'll grab... have I got the welder? No, I haven't got the welder. Where's the welder? There's the welder. We'll grab our thing there. Yeah, there's our algae, which we use to make the kelp. So while we're at it, let's make about another 10 of those. Why aren't you making them? That took some time. Right. I'm of the opinion, and like I say, this is only just an opinion, that maybe, just maybe, I need more power. I'm running out of power. Alright, let's go to wind turbines. Okay. Alright, it's like I've got nowhere to put the oxygen for this room. So unfortunately I'm going to have to release it all into atmosphere. Pain in the neck, that is. Incidentally, for that as well, up here, I've replaced 3 of the algae farms with oxygen farms. So that will replace my oxygen, which is great news. Right. Now, where were we before I got completely roasted by radiation? We were just putting up the ceiling section, weren't we? Right, I apologise for that, guys, but again, it shows I am only human. I have made some mistakes somewhere along the lines. So I think like I said, once I got this roofing section sorted out and in, I think I'm going to call that an episode, and then from there, I'm going to go sort out the is that in? Yeah, because we've got a window there. Yeah, so I'm going to sort out all of these mods, because I can't have this every episode where I'm having to restart it just because the game thinks it knows better and messes up. Okay, so that is now our roofing in. We've got these lovely bits in there. So yeah, all we need now is just some columns, just to finish this room off and make it look like it's worthy of royalty. Ah, yeah. I don't need all of it, do I? So I'm going to have to go through, get rid of these. There we go. Now I'll do the other side.
Fuel low.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot to pick up the
Fuel critical.
I mean, I may change what we use this room for in the end, but for now, we've got this wonderful sort of vaulted ceiling, pillars going through. We've got access to our refinery section, and we've got access to our trailer section as well. I think, yeah, I had when I made the mistake. Might need to then replace that with a medical station, because if it isn't going to heal my health, it only does energy and hydrogen and oxygen, then that is no good to me, that refuel station. I mean, after all, it does say that it only does power, oxygen and hydrogen refills. So it's like a way station for this sort of thing. But we're going to need something a bit more, well, just more. So I'm going to have to think about what we're going to do with this eventually. So, for now, I think I'm going to leave you with a nice view of our gilded hall. Like I say, I'm going to go play around, figure out what we're going to do next, how we're going to do things. And yeah, I'll get back to you next time on Arcangela's Gaming. Have a great day. Be nice to each other. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.